entrepreneur. So finished my diploma in computer science 2002. So number one, I would say is dream big. The reason I wrote the book is so that even small and medium-sized businesses, so innovation and efficiency is an area where I can add value. Cloud computing goes without saying, just scalable infrastructure.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanayol, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. We have one such corporate giant on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Saju Joseph. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Tanay.
As the founder and director of Koyal Technologies LLP and Klempz Creative Solutions Private Limited, he currently leads two bootstrap ventures catering to the clients in the US, Europe, and India. His responsibilities include setting and leading the overall vision for the company, defining and managing the company culture, overseeing day-to-day operations, and ensuring the recruitment of right professionals. He has authored the book Small Scale, Big Impact, Digital Transformation Journey for Small and Medium-Sized Businesses. So, sir, to begin with, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far, culminating in the form of your two ventures?
Okay, Tanay, first of all, thank you for that introduction. So yeah, I'm really glad to be here and just share my career journey. And I think it's not a very unique one. I believe there are a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs who had a similar career journey. So again, to begin with, maybe I'll just kind of talk about my education. I'm actually from Kerala, but grew up in Mumbai. And I finished my education, my work, everything, my career has been in Mumbai itself. So I'm a proper Mumbaiker, even though I'm from Kerala. So to begin with, so my education, I finished my diploma in computer science in the year 2002. And I think if I have to go back and trace it, like I think quite early in my career itself, I kind of had that fire, or maybe just the urge to be independent, so I think that wanting to do a business, and the dream was always there because I was reading a lot of entrepreneurs and stories and biographies. So I think the beginning of my career itself, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So finished my diploma in computer science 2002, and then started with a company called Netramind, and I worked there for about 5 years. So basically, even though I did my engineering, my computer science, but when I started job, I landed into a company where I was kind of taught digital marketing. And digital marketing during those days were really new and fresh. In India, it was not really developed. So I was working for a UK-based e-commerce company. And, so basically, if you ask me, like I started my career by just fixing nuts and bolts of digital marketing, so that's how I started. I worked for Netramind for about 5 years, especially in the UK market. And while I was doing while I was working is when I completed my BTech in computer engineering in the year 2007. 2007 is when I passed out. And immediately after that, I did a diploma in business management because I somewhere knew that I wanted to do a business. And then after that, I worked for a company called Cactus Communication. Cactus Communication actually provides English language services to Asian countries like Japan, China, Korea, Taiwan. And I was looking at their paid marketing. I was running ads for them in these countries. And so that was a good experience. I worked there for about a year. And after Cactus is when I thought I'm ready to start a business. And so I jumped into it. I left my job and I started my digital agency, Klempz Creative Solutions Private Limited, which is still there. But I started and I kind of continued to kind of build that for about 4 years, 4.5 years. But to be honest, what I realized is that even though I had the zeal and I wanted to start a business, I was not prepared. I didn't have the business mindset. I just went into business with an employee mindset and it didn't go well. So then after 4.5 years, I again went back to corporate job. I worked with Accenture because I thought that I need to kind of really work with a large MNC so that I can understand the market, understand the industry. So I worked with Accenture as a project manager and I worked with some international brands, and that was a good exposure. Then moved to Yokohama Tires. I worked there for about 1.5 years. I again looked at the digital portfolio, digital marketing manager. So that was again a very different industry, tire manufacturing company. And then from there, I moved to Kalpataru Builders into real estate. So basically, if you look at it, Accenture was more of a beauty retail kind of a business, had a lot of experience. Yokohama was a manufacturing company. Kalpataru was a real estate company where I worked for 1 year. And then in 2020 is when, I ventured out into starting Koyal Technologies. So basically, I met a friend who is from the US. He's been a developer for many years, and Jeffrey Reed. And he is an American. So we came together, we kind of chatted, and we wanted to start an offshore company. So that's how we started Koyal Technologies. And Koyal Technologies is basically an offshore technology company. So we primarily serve US and Europe market and also have some clients in India. We have almost crossed about 60 employees right now. It's been 4 years and it's been a wonderful journey. And learning has never stopped for me. While I was doing that, I knew that there are a lot of new things that are coming. AI was something that is coming up. So I immediately jumped on and did a course with the University of Texas, Austin. The course is like AI for leaders, not really the proper coding or stuff, but just as a leader, what are things that I need to know when I look at AI and the developments that are happening. So yeah, so that's where I am right now, and enjoying my journey. Learned a lot about business. Having a business mindset is a very different ball game. So yeah, and not a busy guy. I'm quite relaxed business guy. So I know how to run it. So I'm kind of easily navigating through two businesses right now, and I'm really enjoying the journey.
So what corporate niche did you want to acquire, or what opportunities did you want to grab with your ventures?
So yeah, so initially when I started the Klempz, I wanted to get into digital marketing. So digital marketing was the happening thing. So a lot of things that are happening. But I think I would say it has always changed because technology has changed, right? Things are changing, new advancements are happening. So it started with digital marketing. Then I moved into development, hardcore development, back end, front end. We do a lot of development so with Koyal itself, we are kind of doing some new things with our clients in the US. So development is next. And I think right now, what I really am looking forward to is to leverage all the latest technology advance, namely, you think about IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, Web 3.2. These are things that are really exciting me. And I think I am really seeking a lot of opportunity and to grow in these fields right now.
So what advice would you like to give our viewers who are future leaders of the corporate world?
Okay. So to be honest, I don't give, I don't usually give a lot of advice to people. And I'll tell you why. It's because I feel like everyone's on a different journey with their business, with their career. Everyone is serving a different context, a different geography, a different target audience. Everyone's have different aspirations. So I think, of course, I can't kind of guide them through a certain steps that I have taken, and I can't say that's the only way that you need to. Everyone has to get onto their own journey. But if I have to give think of big advices, what are some things that inspire me on a daily basis, to grow as an entrepreneur, to grow as a leader. So I have a couple of things I can share, just to help all the budding leaders right now. So number one, I would say is dream big. It may sound very cliche, but I think that's really needed. Why? Because I've been meeting a lot of business leaders and meeting a lot of young entrepreneurs, and I feel like a lot of the time they're limited by their vision, limited by their dreams. They're not able to dream big. Maybe because of whatever reason, maybe they see limitations in themselves, or they see that they're not in the proper or right place right now. So I think dreaming big and beyond, beyond your capacity, beyond what you have experienced so far. I think my first advice is to all the budding leaders would be to dream big. Have a big vision. Think of how you can grow big. The second is, I would say that, especially with leaders, is to believe in yourself. For me, that was very crucial, because even though I had big dreams, I did not really believe in myself. I felt like I only saw my limitations, and I felt like that's one of the areas that I needed to develop and grow. So um, I would say believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities. The third is, I would say, don't be afraid of change. right? Why I'm saying that is because the world is moving so fast. Technology is moving so fast, and often when I look at social media, people fear. Oh, this. I'm like, the new thing has come out. How is that going to change the world? Is that going to disrupt my life, my industry, or my business? I think instead of being afraid of those changes, I think as a leader, we should learn to adapt. Or we should learn to grow and adapt to the changes that is happening. So that would be my next advice. The next one would be like, while you're dreaming big, while you are not being afraid of the changes, while you're believing yourself, I would I I would urge all the leaders to think of how they can make a positive impact to the world. you know like, not just dream big for yourself, not just believe in yourself for your growth, but how is it that you as a leader, as you are growing, your businesses are growing, how can you make a positive impact to the world? because uh, because I think positive in fact, in terms of how are you influencing, how are you meeting the needs of the society. So I think because I remember someone said that I remember someone saying that if you want to grow, help others grow. If you want to succeed, help others succeed. So I think I would say that make a positive impact on the world. And finally, I would say value people. I like goes without saying, like you like, people are important. Whether people who are working with you in your companies or people who are as clients and customers, people are important, and the more you value them, the more you respect their opinions, the more you give them a great culture to work in. As they grow, you also grow. So yeah, I mean, these advices are not very much pertaining to digital world, but in a broader sense, something that I am learning as a leader, and I think it's really affecting me. It's really bringing a lot of joy. Like, otherwise, you do a lot of things, you achieve a lot of success, but it just doesn't sit well. So yeah, so those are a couple of things that I would like to say. That's helpful.
So could you share some insights into your book, Small Scale, Big Impact, Digital Transformation Journey for Small and Medium-Sized Businesses, please?
Yes. So again, I mean, I'm going back to my same whole conversation where when the world is growing, technology is advancing, a lot of new things are coming up. But what I see is that with the rapid growth and expansion, big companies with big bucks are able to leverage those, technology tools and benefits. But I really feel the reason I wrote the book is so that even small and medium-sized businesses can take benefit of what's happening in the world. Like, a lot of the times they're not thinking through it. Like, there are a lot of small little changes that they can do, like, in terms of digitizing their own work process. Because even small and medium sized, and sometimes they're not aware that there are tools, there are, ways in which they can also kind of make a difference. Like, they can get into that digital journey and grow into, they can be a small company, but they can make a big impact if they pursue the digital journey. So that's the reason I wrote this book. And kind of I'm covering a lot of things. Maybe I can just, if I run through the index, I'm not going to take a lot. Like, I'm just kind of giving them an idea of what is new, what is happening in the world, and helping them understand today's digital landscape. What are some must-haves, right? Small little must-haves that a small and medium-sized companies can have. And digital, I'm just talking a chapter on digital marketing, e-commerce boom, operational efficiency with tech, right? Like a smaller, there are smaller companies like a salon or smaller businesses can also, increase their operational efficiency through tech. So I'm kind of helping them with tools, some resources that they can help. And then talking about cybersecurity, tech-driven customer service, and the whole idea of how they can get into this digital journey and, being small company yet make a big impact. So yeah, so the book is all about that, just kind of helping small and medium sized company get into this journey and grow. So
So what piqued your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
okay, so that's really I've not been, so basically when me and my partner, when we started Koyal Technologies, based on our past experiences with working in corporate jobs, and I feel like, not that the culture today is so bad, things are changing. Like, corporate culture is changing a lot, but I feel like there can be a lot of improvements like a lot of things that can be incorporated into a corporate culture where an employee really enjoys, where where the company is growing in a meaningful way. So while I was, and me and my partner Jeff was wanting to implement those things in our company, where we are trying to build a great culture, not just for the now and here, but also for the future. Like, even after we have gone, like, how can Koyal sustain itself? How can Koyal continue to be like, help people? So while I was thinking is when I thought about, okay, if I'm building it for Koyal, why not, be a part of that community where we can also together, I can be a part of a community where I'm building, helping other companies. So a couple of things are there, like, if you ask me, like, what couple of areas that I feel like I wanted to be in this space is, one is consumer expectations, right? With modern consumers are kind of quite aware of, the world around them, right? And they're very picky about it. They're becoming very aware of, uh, their social health, fitness, and all of that, right? And I think because of that awareness that consumer expectations are growing, I think even companies need to think in that perspective where they are they're positioning themselves in a manner where consumers see value, that this company is driving value, not for me now, but they're also driving value for the future. So that is one. Consumer expectation has grown. Sustainable growth. I think a lot of companies are thinking short term, but not long term, because long term is where more people can benefit, So I think that's one of the reasons. Then there is competitive advantage, when most of the companies are not really looking into that aspect of building the future. If a company stands out and say that we are here to build the future, we are here to make sure that our generations are, then definitely there is a competitive advantage. Then there is reputation and brand image, goes without saying. When you are in the space, when you're doing the right thing, you are building a great reputation for yourself. You're building a great brand image for yourself. And then the risk management aspect of, how are we protecting our future? How are we protecting our children, from a lot of things? So I think those, yeah, I mean, there could be many things, there could be more things, but these things were like immediate things that comes to my mind. And I feel like we all have the responsibility to work towards that. So that's the reason I'm into this space, and I'm really excited.
So as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Yeah. So I think after spending quite some time thinking about it, like, I'm sure, like, there is, I can bring value in strategic alignment, like, helping companies to align themselves to what's happening to the ECG principles. So that's one area I can do. Risk management, of course, as a leader, I can look long term and predict where there is risk or no risk in terms of the decisions that have been taken. So that's one area. Innovation and efficiency is something that I'm really excited about. Even now, like, even with Koyal, one of the things that drives me is to think about what new can be built, how. So innovation and efficiency is an area where I can add value. Regulatory compliance, of course, that goes without saying, and long-term value for the company. And one big area that I feel like I can really add value is helping company build great culture for the employees. Like, that's something that is like every day. That's something that I think every day for my people. So yeah. So I think these are areas that I feel like I can add value. So
As someone working closely with technology, what are some ways you'd like to leverage technological advent such as IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, cloud, Web 3.0 in your companies?
so it's an unending thing. Like, if we have to sit down and think about what are the possibilities, I would say there's unending possibilities to develop so many things. First of all, I feel like number one thing is maybe we can think about how we can revive the older systems with the new technological advances. Like, we have a lot of applications developed, but it's not really intelligent enough. It's not AI driven. It's not ML driven. So I think these new technology advents can definitely, like, you can use that. There are many more possibilities. Like, if I have to name, with IoT, yeah, with IoT, I think, like some of the industries that come to my mind is fitness trackers and wearables. We can really personalize them even more. Smart equipments with IoT, artificial intelligence and ML, we can improve our predictive analysis. I think, like, there are a lot of possibilities there to explore. Personalization, we do talk about personalization, but I think basic, like, email, but I think there is a lot more that can be done if we use artificial intelligence, ML, into chatbots and virtual. So blockchain may, think more about how we can secure data sharing or smart contracts, supply chain transparency. I think these things can be explored with blockchain. Cloud computing goes without saying, just scalable infrastructure, like, how that's one area. Yeah, I think big data is customer insight. I think there is more possibilities. There are more ways in which we can, as a company, that we can really study our consumers, our customers, not just their behavior, but their aspirations, their dreams, and develop and build products that cater to their needs. I think there is a good possibility. And with Web 302 is, we can think about decentralized platforms. Tokenization is something that we can look at, and enhanced interactivity. So these are just a couple of them. Like, if you ask me, like, we can sit with each of them and, think about different levels and layers of things that we can do with all the advancements.
So we are building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and bringing together a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
I think this is absolutely fantastic. I think for my journey, like, I was not even aware, like, I'm just building my own thing. I was not even aware of my responsibility towards the world and stuff like that. So I think the first time when I heard Jishan on, I think I got into some call and I heard him speak about corporate governance and ESG. I mean, it was quite interesting for me. I think they're doing a great job. Like, at least for me, I feel like I'm in a different space right now after becoming part of this community, because I'm more aware, I'm more connected, and I see a lot of possibilities for the future. And I think that together we can definitely, not just build a world for us, but leave a better world for our children and children's children. I think that's something that is really exciting me, because I think about my children. I have two boys.
Yeah.
And I want, even after I go, I want them to, enjoy this world and stuff like that. So yeah, amazing job. I'm really excited.
Great, sir. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much once again for joining us today, sir, and wish you the best for future endeavors.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Tanay. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, cool.